Selection Show. I'm your host Gary, joined with me as always, my co-host Ace.
And isn't this the greatest time of the year? I mean, you got Girl Scout cookies, the weather's warm, you got college basketball, but in my mind, nothing tops the beanbag tournament.
I agree, it's a great time of year, my favorite. I heard from the selection committee, all the teams are set, they're just still working out the seating and figuring out who plays where.
Yep. Unfortunately this year, for whatever reason, the field of 32 is really weak. Really weak. And which means the bubble is almost not a bubble because it's so weak. But there is, still a few teams that are kind of, wishy-washy as far as if they'll be in or not. So let's see, I guess.
Right, yeah, let's take a live look in at the selection committee. Hard at work.
As you can see, folks, the selection committee is hard at work going through some resumes, some more colorful than others, but this group that you see here will be in charge of selecting the last few teams in. So there you go.
Well, there you have it. Looks like those guys are hard at work. As they finish up, we're going to go ahead and take a look at a press conference with the commissioner of the league. Our own Christy Cox is there now.
All right. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. We're going to start our third annual O'Rourke Beanbag Tournament this year, and I don't got much to say, so I'll just field some questions. Are there any questions? Yes. Cutie down in front. Of course it's going to be fun. I'm going to be there. Any other questions? Nose? Okay. That's not really pertinent, but thank you. Yes.
Why do you think so much beer?
To numb the pain. Numb the pain, buddy.
What changes do you plan to make to the tournament this year?
Well, we're going to add a fourth court. No excessive celebration. There's a lot of teams that were celebrating during the match last year, and it wasted a lot of time. And,
are you going to fine teams for that?
Fine? No. We're in Brooklyn Center. We can't fine people. We can barely get them to come here. No, we're not going to fine them, but we'll warn them. We'll verbally warn them. Any other questions? Yes?
My phone book. I forgot.
You forgot? Good one. I like that one. Okay. Do you have any more of this?
You said you're going to add a fourth court. Why didn't you do that last year?
I had a really bad ground screw team. And I was pretty lazy. But this year we'll add the fourth and we'll speed things up. Okay? Okay, go ahead. I heard you got another one?
I don't.
You don't? Okay, well I'm running out of time. You guys have a good night, okay? We'll see you at this year's event, okay?
Okay.
Alright, have a good day.
Alright, thanks Cece. Way to ask the really tough questions.
Yeah, definitely. Good job.
How about that commissioner? That guy really knows what he's talking about, right?
As far as what?
He's got a, Cyrano. Forget it.
God. Well, we just got word that the brackets are all wrapped up. Let's reveal them so we can start those office pools, huh?
Sounds good.
All right.
With the number 1 overall seed in the tournament, Justin and Jesse attain that and start off there playing the Minneapolis region. They'll square off against Steve and Pat, who are the 16th seed. Dave and Carol land the number 8 seed.
Is it on?
They will be facing Moldy and Alyssa, the number 9 seed. Rick and Tara land the number 5 seed, and we'll toss against number 12 seed Tony and Molly. Amy and Don't Break My Closet Door Josh get the 13th seed.
Yeah. Nice. You're going down, McFartis. Was I invited?
They'll face Mike and Nikki with the 4 seed.
Hey, you guys, I heard you just made it into the beanbag tournament.
I don't want to go. This place is so boring.
Come on!
Eric and Heidi received their first tournament bid as the number 3 seed, and they'll face off against a familiar foe in Mike and Asia, who landed the 14 seed. Justin and Sarah land the 6 seed and will square off against Mike and Katie, who landed with an 11 seed. Josh and Danielle come in at the 10 seed, while they'll face off against Adam and Sarah, who land the number 7 seed.
Yes! All right. That's what I'm talking about. Sarah, you should come check this out.
And to wrap up the Minneapolis region, Bardish and Kristen land the 15 seed.
Nice! B, we got the 15 seed. Get in here.
What? Why are you watching this crap? I thought we were going to watch The Real Housewives.
And will face off against the number 2 seed, Carl and Christina.
And there you have the Minneapolis region. Wow, a lot of good matchups there.
Yep.
Looking forward to that.
Yep, definitely.
We're going to take a short break, hear from our sponsors, and then we'll come back and reveal the second half of the bracket.
Can't wait.
OBBT Productions presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Beanbag Tournament Organizer.
Mr. Beanbag Tournament Organizer.
As if white people haven't created enough lame sports with no athletic skill needed.
Like Frisbee golf.
You one up everyone by starting a beanbag tournament.
Did we land on 21?
You pretend to care that you'll be raising money for breast cancer, but you really just want to drink and chain smoke.
You're gonna get lung cancer.
So go ahead with your tourney. It probably won't even finish because of darkness.
It's dark and we're in Brooklyn Center. Oh no!
So crack open a beer and toss those bags. You deserve it.
Mr. Beanbag Tournament Organizer.
And welcome back. Let's go ahead and jump straight into the St. Paul region.
Okay.
And now we take a look at the St. Paul region. The number 1 seed goes to Brad and Laura.
Frozen. Are we there?
Yeah!
Woo! Woo!
And they'll take on Team Honeybaggers, made up of Kyle and Katie. In the 8-9 matchup, Team Bazinga, Jared and Sarah, will take on the 9 seed, Scott and Elizabeth. The 5 seed goes to Reed and Megan. They'll be facing Tyler and Allie, the 12 seed. The 13 seed goes to Justin and Ashley. They'll toss off against the number 4 seed, Casey and Christy. Jesse and Tara get the 3 seed in the St. Paul region.
Woo! You're going down. Every one of you is going down.
They'll be facing Akas and Aaron, the 14 seed. And the 6 seed in the St. Paul region goes to Kurt and Anastasia. They'll be facing the 11 seed, coming all the way from Iowa, Corey and Marie. Judd and Sandra land the 10 seed, and they'll be facing the 7 seed, Joel and Kimmy. Brad and Jess get the 15 seed, and they'll face the number 2 seed in the St. Paul region, Johnny and Nicole.
Thank you, Lord.
And there's the field. Ace, any first round matchups you're looking forward to seeing?
God, there's tons of them, but I really like the Judd Sandra matchup against Kimmy and Joel. Kimmy's got a vertical on a release. I'm just wondering, as the game drags on, is she going to get fatigued? Just seeing, kind of interested in how that one shakes out.
That should be a good matchup. Who are you going to pick to win it all?
I think it's a wide open field. I'm kind of leaning with my heart. I'm going to pick Steve and Pat to maybe steal a couple victories and maybe run away with the title.
Good pick. I personally like Jesse and Tara. They're a 3 seed in the St. Paul region. If you recall, Jesse was part of that 2010 team that won the title before having it stripped because both members tested positive for testosterone.
Yep, I remember that. Well, speaking of testosterone, one of our participants has virtually none. So we did a little nice profile. I hope you enjoy the segment, okay? Thank you.
Meet Brian. Brian is a household name around the amateur beanbag circuit. Like most Americans, Brian enjoys life.
Hi, honey.
But unlike most Americans, Brian has had to overcome tremendous odds. Brian suffers from YSBS, better known as Younger Sibling Bullying Syndrome. Although not yet recognized by the medical community, it is estimated that dozens of Americans suffer from YSBS.
There's one of me and Kevin just kicking the ball around. And there we are in our basement with Jill too. And we had some good times.
I had the pleasure of sitting down with Brian to learn more about his condition.
Well, good to have you, Brian. And congratulations on your automatic bid into the OBBT. This will be your 3rd consecutive appearance.
That's right.
So I just want to say congratulations.
Thank you. It's truly an honor and a blessing.
Now, most people think YSBS is a bunch of BS. What are your thoughts?
It was very real, I assure you. Imagine growing up in a constant state of fear, never knowing when your little brother might attack. It was like growing up with Chucky.
That sounds terrible.
Well, it wasn't all bad. I mean, there was plenty of good times too. The worst part was just never knowing when the next attack might happen.
Well, how far does this problem stem? Does he bully your parents?
No, he doesn't bully my parents.
Well, how would you explain how he attended the prestigious Holy Angels while you attended a lowly public school in Richfield?
I think that Kevin needed a little extra attention when he was growing up, more so than my sister and me.
Okay. Well, we kind of want to give the audience a live look in at how serious this problem is. So we actually got a clip for you. So if we can roll that, that would be great.
Brian!
Wow, that was riveting. How do you... Here you go, bud. Well, Brian, we actually got a surprise for you. We got Kevin standing by. Kevin, are you there?
Can you hear me? If I talk to him, can he? Hey, Ace. Yeah. Hey. Hi. It's Kevin. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just wanted to say congrats on another year of the OBBT selection show. And Brian, I heard about you were the pity selection for getting into the tournament automatically, getting that seed for that. So when I saw that, I was just so excited. I just said to myself, "Way to go, Brian!" And
Kevin, why would you do that? The real reason why you're here was I thought you told us that you had something to read for us. So if you could please just go ahead and do that, that'd be great.
I'm sorry. I got excited. I did not mean to be threatening at all. I realize now that was probably not a good decision. I'm sorry. Again, I apologize. But yes, I do have, as you said, a statement I was going to read. My attorney actually recommended it to me. It's called the Anti-Bullying Pledge, and well, I'm just gonna I'll get right into it here, and let's see here. So here's the pledge. This is for me. It's a little selfish, isn't it? My friends today and my friends tomorrow. I think being mean stinks. I won't watch someone get picked on because I am a do-something person, not a do-nothing person. I care. I can help change things. I can be a leader. Real inspirational. And I feel like writing my congressman to take a green initiative. In my world, there are no bullies allowed. Okay, you know what? This is just getting exclusive and elitist, and this is just... You call this a pledge? Really? Seriously? This is Bush League, okay? I'm a professional. I don't need this stuff, okay? Get a real writer. Go back to film school, jackass.
Kevin, are you there? Well, folks, it seems that we've got some technical difficulties. Brian, how does that pledge make you feel?
Him only reading half the pledge is like a slap in the face. It really hurt.
Well, folks, that's about it for us. We're all out of time, and Brian, I just want to say thank you for coming on, and good luck in the future, okay?
Thanks.
Have a good day.
Wow, touching story. Great work, Ace.
Thanks. Just doing my job.
Now we're going to field some questions from our viewers. The first one is coming in via snail mail.
Oh, yep, here we go. Here, you want to do the honors?
Sure. I think they got it here with no stamp.
Post office these days, huh?
All right. Our first question comes from Dave in Brooklyn Park. How many potty breaks will each team get during a match?
Cool. This was a hot topic last year. I don't know if you've ever watched Wisconsin basketball, but it's basically a stall tactic to take potty breaks during match play.
Sure.
I mean, that caused for a lot of, slow play, and guys just didn't get in a rhythm. So.
And one reason the tournament didn't finish
Yes,
last year.
one big reason. So, hey, if you got a weak bladder, don't put things in your bladder, right?
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. Come on.
Our second question comes from email. This is from B&T. We are a guy team and wanted to know if one of us gets a sex change, would we be eligible to participate in the OBBT tournament?
Interesting question. I want to lean towards they would probably let them in. I'm not quite sure, but the field's gotten so weak the last couple of years that I think they would actually concede and let them come in and play.
Okay. Okay. And our third and final question comes from Twitter. This one was posted by Embarrassed Wife. The question is, who is the pitcher and who is the catcher? Hashtag, I can't quite make it out.
Yeah, I can't read that first one.
Yoga, yogurt, something, hashtag OBBT.
Well.
It's an interesting question.
Yeah,
it doesn't really relate.
Come on.
Well, I know when I was growing up, when I used to play baseball, I was a pitcher all the time. I tried catching once, but I was afraid of the bat.
Yeah, well,
you did both.
I would be too. I did not do both. I didn't like the position of the catcher, so
Sure.
I wasn't a pitcher often, but yeah, if I had to pick one, but who is? Yeah, I was a pitcher too, I think. So I'd be kind of weird.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hope you all enjoyed our show. We look forward to seeing you on the courts on Saturday.